it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all simul.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. 8, read. Squeeze. 26, 2.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The give to Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
All day, dog. Kill. Check. Fresno. Check. Lock it.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Say. Kill. Now.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
He'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. Go on. It's me and you.
They run with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You better be afraid of me.
On second down, it's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rock it. Ready?
On first down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. 218. Chop. Look at me. Zipper. Motion. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here we go, dear. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, lock it. Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Get it.
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Hey, exit. Leo. Here we go. 36. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Shazier drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have.
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor, and an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
60-yard. Look at me. Score. No.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
90, Wolf. 50's the money. 50's the money. Watch the out. You draw Porter. Hey, Alpha. 50, minus 50. Tackles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
52. Hey, foxtrot.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds Penny. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's go. Switch. Check it back.
2nd and 15. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
55. Right there in the middle. Hey, echo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Delta. 55.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Escaping. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Grant. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I'm going to run you over. Hard. Watch the safety cream.
Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Take that. Go out. Come. Check 9. Shit. Out.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They start with a give to Connor. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. And what's that? And what's the ball? No, to go.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 77 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Wide. Get wide.
Now Taylor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 13. Tight up. Pilot, 64. Weak. Go. Check right. Watching it grind. Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
Like 55, like 55.
You better bring it. Now.
On 1st down, Connor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
It's our time.
They'll try and run forward with Petty. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
61, matchbox lights. Rush in.
Watch it.
Lead river.
Back to throw here. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Hayward in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 93 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 67 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Hey, Orbit. 10. Mike's 50. Mike 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with counter. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set 60 Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Go.
They'll try and run forward with counter. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 31-yard line.
Come on,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
5.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take